Welcome to this Fabricville tutorial. Today we are going to make this straight skirt from the McCall 3830 pattern. This pattern is available in 5 lengths and is perfect for beginners because it's very easy to make. Today I decided to make a midi skirt in khaki faux leather. To make this skirt we will need the McCall 3830 pattern, pins, some chalk, scissors, a 20 cm zipper, fusible interfacing, fabric, and assorted thread. To start, I placed the pieces of the pattern on the fabric, respecting the grain line. Then I cut. I also cut the facing pieces in the fusible interfacing. And I'm going to fuse the interfacing to the facing with a hot iron without using any steam. Then I transfer the pattern markings onto the fabric. They will be useful to assemble the skirt. Next, I'm going to serge the following edges: the skirt sides, the center back, including the extension for the slit, the sides and bottoms of the facing pieces. I start the assembly of the skirt by the back by stitching the dots. To do this, I fold the fabric right sides together, matching the lines, and I stitch. Then I press the dots toward the center. I lay the 2 back pieces right sides together. I'm going to baste from the top of the skirt to the first notch on the center seam. That will be the place of the zipper. Then I continue to stitch the center back of the skirt between these 2 markings. Once at the second notch, I will pivot and stitch the top of the extensions together. I clip the right back seam allowance above the extension. And I'm going to open the seam allowances above the clip. To do this, I press, laying a piece of fabric to protect the faux leather. I also turn and press the extensions toward the left side. I place pins at the upper edges of the extensions on the right side from the inside. Then I'm going to stitch it on the right side of the fabric. Now I'm going to sew the zipper. Working on the wrong side of the fabric, I center the zipper right side facing down, over top of the basted seam. Then I hand baste the zipper tapes to the fabric. On the right side, I'm going to stitch 6 mm from the seam with a zipper foot. Then I'm going to cut the basting threads hiding the zipper. Now I'm going to stitch the front dots and then press them towards the center. I lay the front onto the back, right sides facing together, and I stitch the sides. Then I press the seams open. I lay the back-facing pieces onto the front-facing pieces, right sides together, and I stitch the sides. Then I press the seams open. I stitch the facing to the skirt, right sides together, matching the centers and the side seams. The back edges of the facing would extend past the center back opening. I stitch the top edge and trim the seam allowance. I turn in the back edges of the facing and hand sew it to the zipper tape. I turn the facing to the inside and press. And I stitch the facing to the body of the skirt at the seams. Now I'm going to make the bottom hem starting at the left side of the slit. I fold the extension right side inside along the fold line and I stitch at 4.5 centimeters from the lower edge, then I turn the angle to the right side. And to finish, I'm going to fold the hem up 5 centimeters and blind stitch it. Don't hesitate to watch our video about invisible hems. And our skirt is finished. Enjoy sewing and thanks for watching.